Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. The United States and Iran have reportedly made significant progress toward extending a ceasefire agreement, according to U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. Speaking to reporters, Vance said negotiators are still working through certain language issues, but described discussions as positive overall. He added that President Donald Trump has not yet approved the agreement, saying any final endorsement would depend on additional progress in ongoing negotiations between Washington and Tehran. The latest developments have raised cautious hopes that diplomatic efforts could prevent a wider regional escalation. Meanwhile, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani has condemned the ongoing war on Iran and called for an immediate end to the conflict. In a statement posted on X, Mamdani said the war began 3 months ago without public support and has brought devastating consequences for ordinary people. He highlighted civilian casualties on multiple sides and paid tribute to 13 U.S. service members killed during the conflict, arguing that working-class communities continue to bear the greatest cost. In another diplomatic development, Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani held a telephone conversation with U.S. President Donald Trump to discuss political and security developments in the Middle East. According to Qatar news agency, both leaders reviewed regional and international efforts aimed at lowering tensions and restoring stability. The Qatari emir emphasized political and diplomatic solutions through dialogue to prevent further escalation. President Trump also acknowledged Qatar's role in supporting Pakistani mediation efforts and strengthening communication channels aimed at regional de-escalation. Financial markets also responded positively to optimism surrounding negotiations. Asian stock markets rallied, while oil prices moved lower, amid expectations that a ceasefire extension agreement could be reached. AFP reports negotiators are moving closer to a proposed 60-day truce arrangement, although final approval from President Trump remains pending. Investor confidence strengthened after gains on Wall Street, while energy markets reacted with declining prices. During Friday trading, Brent crude dropped nearly 1% to around $93 per barrel, while West Texas Intermediate fell below $88. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has now arrived in Washington for key meetings with U.S. Secretary of State and National Security Advisor Marco Rubio, according to Pakistan's Foreign Office. The visit comes as Pakistan continues diplomatic efforts aimed at securing a peace agreement to help end the ongoing U.S.-Israeli war involving Iran. Dar traveled to Washington after completing a 3-day visit to New York, linked to United Nations engagements. He was received in the U.S. Capitol by Pakistan's ambassador to the United States, Rizwan Saeed Sheikh, along with senior embassy officials. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has also thanked Pakistan for what he described as its initiative and effective efforts toward reaching an agreement to end the conflict. In a statement shared on X, the Iranian president additionally praised Malaysia for its humanitarian position during the war. Pezeshkian said he reaffirmed Iran's commitment to diplomacy during separate conversations with the prime ministers of Pakistan and Malaysia. He added that Tehran seeks expanded cooperation with Muslim and neighboring countries across multiple sectors. And finally, Iran's national football team is still awaiting U.S. visa approvals ahead of the upcoming FIFA World Cup. According to Reuters, Iran's ambassador to Mexico said the team is not currently competing on equal terms because of continued visa delays. Ambassador Abulfazl Pasandide said players have now moved their training camp to the Mexican border city of Tijuana after initially planning preparations in Tucson, Arizona. The uncertainty has added fresh logistical challenges as teams continue preparations for football's biggest tournament. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Victoria Lane.